As you work through our website, you're going to see references to doors, either raised panel or flat panel. And one of the questions we get quite often is, what's the difference between a raised panel and a flat panel? This video is going to illustrate three different kinds of panels. A solid wood reverse raise with a flat panel, a plywood panel, and a face raised panel. So let's start by showing you a plywood panel. This is a door, an applied molding door. It's got a nice detailed applied molding on it, but you can see there's no raise in the face of the door. It is just a flat, perfectly flat, smooth surface. When you flip the door over, you'll see there's no raise in the back either. So this is a 1/4 inch thick plywood panel. It gives the door, it's a nice solid door, but it gives the door a little bit less of a solid feel. The door doesn't have quite as much heft, but it keeps the price down. A lot of folks want a flat plywood panel, but they don't want to pay the expense of a reverse raised panel, which I'll show you in a minute. The 1/4 inch plywood panels do a good job of that. So when you see on the website references to flat panel, look at the cross sections of the door to see if it's a flat reversed raised panel, which is going to be solid wood, or if it's going to be this plywood. All right, that's our first. Now the second one is, looks much the same. We've got a flat surface here, but what we've done is we put an actual raise on that panel to the back. So this is a real glued up panel, solid wood, not plywood. But in order to get the thickness of solid wood we need so it's stable and secure, it can be glued up, we have to do it at least 3/8 thick. So we're going to put a raise on the back, just the way the Shakers used to do. So any door you ask for that has a solid wood panel, and you ask for it to be flat, you're going to have a raise to the back of the door. The third option is a typical raised panel, and this door really shows it because we have the P008 raise, which is a very burly, wide slant raise. This one has a raise to the face, and the back of the door has no profiling to it. So this raise is 5/8 or 3/4 thick, and it's going to face the front of the door. Again, less expensive is the 1/4 inch plywood. Most expensive is going to be the raised panels, either face raise or reverse raise. Those are going to be the most expensive. We do offer a few doors in the offering where it's a plywood panel, but the plywood is either 7/16 or 9/16 thick, and it looks a lot like a solid wood panel because it's thicker, but it's really plywood. So if you look at some of those doors with the cross section on them, it'll look like it's solid wood, but it's actually plywood. Feel free to ask our customer service people if you need some clarification on that. Those are still pretty inexpensive doors compared to the solid wood panels. So it's a good way to get that shaker look or that flat panel look less expensively. So again, check us out at www.thecabinetjoint.com and feel free to call us with any questions.